My dad's an animal.
What's going on? Welcome back to Tuesday Night Spotlight. It's your boy Neil Carter. I'm here with a super producer, super composer, a legend in the game. He's produced for Missy Elliott, Rihanna, Madonna, and Fall Out Boy, just to name a few. If you haven't heard of him, you've heard his music. Hannon Lane, what's going on, man?
What up, dog?
Nice to see you.
Nigga tired.
We're gonna get right into it.
But we good though. We in here, baby.
You good?
I'm good.
What's one thing that you do that people don't know that you do?
I don't know. Everybody know what I do.
You ain't got no secret hidden talent or no secret you don't play bingo on the side? You cut hair?
I cut hair really, really fucking goddamn good.
Like you a professional hair?
I'm good. Yeah. I used to cut in the barbershop. Yeah. Called Elite Blades. I sure did.
Was that why you was coming up, or that was how? Well, we can get into that, I guess.
Yeah, we can. I always cut hair since I was a kid. So you know what I'm saying.
What made you learn how to cut hair, or somebody in your family?
When I was 13, I just wanted I used to just want stuff. So my mom, we was a little less fortunate, so she couldn't really afford some of the stuff that I want. So I went and got a job, sweeping hair in the barbershop.
Oh yeah. And
I would watch Dave cut hair. This guy named David cut hair, little light skinned dude, and I think the barbershop was named Collegiate. I think that was the name of it. And
where was that out at?
Jefferson Avenue, downtown Avenue, across the street from Belo's, baby. Grocery store. So but I used to sweep hair in there, and I don't know, it was just the vibe there. I just used to love being up there. So, I get my little tips, my little $15 a day.
You hearing all the shit talking, you kind of halfway entertained anyway.
And I see dudes just blazing these cuts, and I'm like, damn, I want to do that. And then I realized when I found my dad, you know what I'm saying, I found my brothers, and I noticed all of them cut hair. So I get it from that side of the family. So,
talk to me about that, finding your dad and finding your
that's a whole few. We don't want to talk about that.
You don't want to go there?
Nah, man, we're going to leave that there.
Okay. Well, I'm glad at least you found your peoples.
Yeah, for sure.
What was the start of your music interest? Like, what was the first moment you realized, okay, I'm very passionate about music? Not necessarily when you got started, but when you found
when my mom bought my first keyboard. Well, actually, no. My brother had this organ thing. It was like this organ, and it had like little buttons over here. It had black buttons and white buttons, and you push it. And then I don't know why he had it, but he had it, and I just gravitated to it. That's when I knew I just liked it. So I loved it so much that when I got in trouble, instead of going outside, I could ride my bike, go outside, ride my big wheel, but my mom used to be like, "Don't touch that organ." That fucked me up more than anything. So so that's when I knew, you know what I'm saying. She put me on punishment from the organ, from the piano thing.
And you got all the other kids would have been like, shit, I'm trying to get on the big wheel.
All other kids trying to ride the bike.
I'm like,
cook. Man, I was trying to goddamn on, be like, dude, you know what I'm saying, make little melodies and stuff. That's what I did though. It was dope.
What was your first I guess opportunity to showcase your talent to people? Because you're in there, you as a kid, you developing it as a hobby.
In church, baby.
Soulful.
That's where it started.
Yes, sir.
That's ground zero. You know what I'm saying? Bro, church, man. The dopest people come out.
You was playing the keyboard in church?
I started off on the drums.
Shit.
So I was a drummer first.
Oh, man.
I was pretty goddamn good, too, bro. I was good. But now, I could still play. I could carry your church service, but I'm more your Wednesday night Bible study drummer. You don't want me on Sunday mornings. But I can hold that shit down though. I'm not as dope as I used to be. I used to be real dope, but I'm dope on keys though. That's my thing.
I think you being humble, you probably dope on both. I know keys is definitely your
shit,
forte.
Yeah, everybody know that. But my drums ain't, cause I don't never practice. I don't never play. But when I was playing, I was carrying church services and everything.
Word.
Yep.
You was carrying in the church, and then I guess right around when you got to be around like 17, 18, what was the outlook looking like as far as did you have know where you kind of wanted to go at that point?
Man, I knew what I wanted to be when I was in 6th grade, bro. Like, I remember I had to write we had to write a report on what we wanted to be. So I wrote a report on record producing. Like, I knew, like, Huntington Middle School, like 6th grade, I knew that's what I wanted to do.
Put it in the yearbook. See, they could have, yeah.
I already knew, like anybody that know me know that I've been doing this shit since I was a kid. Like, everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. It's just part of my DNA, I guess.
We had to get the mic right here.
Oh shoot, my bad.
Nah, you
bad.
good. You good.
I don't do these much, so.
What would you say got you into the game, like into the industry?
Damn. So back in the day, I was a part of this record label called Untamed Records.
Okay.
And my man Melvin used to run it. And then he took me to this music symposium thing. They used to have an annual music symposium downtown Norfolk at the Sheraton, I think it was. It was lit. Like, that joint was lit. They would, like, record labels will come down, like real label execs will come down. I remember one year Changing Faces came down. I think Genuine came once. The guy from the Bad Kid that was in the class on Steve Harvey's show that died. What's Bullethead? What's his name? Was it Bullethead? That's what they call. Bullethead. I met him. He came. That's where I met Big Rodney at. Big Rodney, and then I ended up fucking with Big Rodney. Got down with Rod, and ended up signing to Black Russian Records. And that's how I met Tim. So come to find out, Rodney was Timbaland's bodyguard. So I was like, shit. You know, I want to work with Tim. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was always a dream. That was always a dream to work with Tim, and the whole Super Friends clique. Like, and that shit fucking happened, dog.
Dream come true.
That shit happened. Yeah, then I got with Teddy. Big Leon got me with Teddy.
Teddy.
Yeah.
Riley.
Yeah, I was Teddy Riley's producer before I was Tim's. So I'm originally Teddy's.
Gotcha.
Well, I belonged, to Teddy at the time. So yeah.
And then you got with Tim, and then you just started working with a slew of artists. What's one of your favorite studio moments?
Oh yeah. I was in London, and it was the Madonna session, and Madonna came in the studio with these needles. It was like two bags. Full of needles, and I was like, "Oh, what's that?" That's Madonna. I ain't no telling what's in them needles. I was like, she was like, "You want one?" I was like, "No, I'm good. I just want to know what it is." She said, "Oh no, it's just B12." I said, "Oh." She was like, "It's expensive." She told me how much it costs a pop. Like one needle was like $1,000 some dollars.
She got a whole bag of them.
She got a whole bag. She had it. It looked like she probably had over 100 something needles in it. Like B12 amongst both bags, like added together. Like, so she was like, "You want a shot?" I was like, "No." So she asked Justin Timberlake, "Do you want a shot?" He was like, "Fuck yeah." So I'm sitting right here, and like on my keyboard, and then Justin Timberlake. If I went like this, I'd have touched his back. So he was that close, put his ass cheek out, and then Madonna palmed his butt and put the B12 shot in his ass right there. Like, I'm not lying. If I'm lying, I'm flying, bro. If I'm lying, I'm flying,
You
bro.
watched that shit in the
Bro,
studio.
I was right there watching it. Like, it was just a B12. And then like, after I saw her do him, I'm like, damn, I should have let her palm my ass, dog. I should have let her do it. I should have. Damn, well, I should have let her do it. But like, no, but it was like little moments like that. Like, who can say that they was in the studio and some random shit happened like that?
That's crazy. First of all, to be in a room with them. And then to be that close and to see something, I mean.
And then Jennifer Hudson was downstairs. So I had to go downstairs and work with Jennifer Hudson and Carrie Hilson. Like that was the most fun night that I ever experienced making music in the game with him.
Did any song in particular come out of that night?
Yeah. We did Dance Tonight, 4 minutes.
Which I just realized was you.
Shit. Yeah, that wasn't me. That was Tim and Danger. But the beginning intro was all me. So let me get that clear. You know what I'm saying? My man ain't give me no credit on that.
Oh,
he ain't give me no credit on that. But it's all good though. You know, it's cool. But he showed love on a lot of other records on the album. You know what I'm saying? But I wish he would have gave me, you know, a little bit of publishing and credit on that. He wasn't even in the room when I did that intro. He just said, "Yo, put an intro on that." And I don't know where he was at. I killed it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm just grateful for being in the room. He didn't have to put me over there. You know what I'm saying? In the room with them. So like, I'm grateful for that. I don't have nothing negative to say. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you could have put, you know, additional keyboards.
Just,
additional keyboards.
Hard to type
you know
in additional couple
like,
characters,
yeah,
10 characters.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Come on, dog. Keyboards, Hannon Lane.
That's
additional horns. You know what I mean? But I did that intro. That dun dun dun. I'm out of time. That's me, man.
And my bad for that. And we was just playing. I was just playing it downstairs. The first thing I did, just try to get it clip. Skip through it.
Sometimes, like when you hear songs, you don't recognize it until the hook comes in. Like, oh yeah. You know. So you had to hear like the beat. Like, no, I trust me. You good, bro.
But that's something that happens. Can you, like, for maybe up and coming producers or like artists, like, is that something that happens more often than is like talked about? Like,
oh man, that's shit, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't even know if I should say this, but like, if you're gonna produce up under another producer, you gotta, or if you're gonna write for another artist, right? Like you're gonna be somebody's ghostwriter. You gotta know ghost producer or ghost writer. When you got the ghost in front of it, what your title is, like that's basically that basically mean like, yo, you there for them. You ain't. I mean, even though you're physically there for yourself in a way to try to get on, blah blah blah, but you really there for their brand to make them look better. Cause once the song is all said and done, it's gonna say that they did it. You know, you wrote. I don't know. You wrote a rap for 50 Cent, right? You set your ass in there and wrote those 316s.
Yeah.
He went in there. You went in the booth. You rapped it, referenced it. Then he come in, say 2 days later from London or some goddamn where. Dropped by to just all he did was come in, learned to rap, rapped it, what you wrote, and bled and sweated and tried to come up with ideas and shit.
And that shit blew.
And next thing you know, you read rap magazines, it say, yo, new such and such song, you know, written by 50 Cent. Like, your name ain't nowhere in the article. Even in that shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
the ghost producers, the ghost writers, co-producers, whatever you want to call them, they rarely get recognized because it's not about that. It's not about. It took me years to understand that it wasn't about. I wasn't building my brand. I was building somebody else's brand using my intellectual property. So, but then they will come in and put their intellect on it. Okay, well, Hannah, how do they do that? Okay, that's how they do that. So Say I'm the big dog, right? I'm Hannon the big dog, right? You little nigga trying to come on, but you fucking a problem, right?
Right.
So I'm like, yo, this nigga beast. I'm gonna keep this nigga under my wing. So I need a record for Missy, right? Say you make the beat and the beat 5. I come like, what you got? Oh yeah. I tell my engineer put that shit in. Then I go take your drums out. I take out some of your samples, some of your sounds, and I leave maybe like 1 or 2 sounds. Then I construct I take that and make a beat out of that. So now the beat is majority me and it's a little bit of you. So now I get the bulk of the publishing. I get paid $150,000, $250,000
But the inspiration came
and then I
from
just give you a couple $1,000. That's how that shit work. I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's fucked up. Very rarely you get nice motherfuckers that's fair. You know what I'm saying? And then the problem is you get told, shut up, don't speak on it. Or you know, you just say Tim did it. Say Dr. Dre did it. Or, you know, why can't they say, you know, me and you know, one of my producers.
right.
It's still making you look like you the big dog, but you can still say, you know what I'm saying, me and one of my producers.
It's kind of like almost like putting you over in a sense. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's like, hey, you know, this is me. He signed with me, but you know, he played a part in this.
Yeah, you know, one of my producers that got signed to me, you know what I'm saying? You know, we put our heads together on, you know, and came up with some ideas, da.
Right.
You still the big dog though. That's making you look
and it
like
look you good
a leader.
You showing love on top of it. Yeah.
It make you look like a leader. But these people, they gonna get all the shine. And I used to get mad at that, but then after a while, I had to think about, bro, you're not there for yourself. You there for him. So if Tim say, yo, bro, I need you in LA. I'm working on Chris Brown. He fly you out there. You there for him,
Chris
bro.
Brown, yeah.
You there for him. You not there for Chris Brown. You there for him.
Oh, Tim,
you there for Dr. Dre or whoever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's what you there for. So like, you gotta understand, it ain't you not there for yourself. You there to help him produce his record, cause he know you got something special that he feel is needed for this particular record. I need you out here with me. You know what I'm saying? So you do it, nail it. I come in, I put my sauce on it, give it to them. You know what I'm saying? But see, but it's a lot of variables. So it's like Chris Brown record label didn't ask for a beat from you. They asked for a beat from me. Right? So if they ask for a beat from me, if they paying 150, 250 something thousand plus thousands of dollars, they want a beat from me. They don't want a beat from you.
Right.
But they still technically getting it from Hannon Lane Productions, but it's just I got my dope little weapon, which is you, up under me.
Right.
That's gonna help you these ideas, young ideas, and like, you know. Then I go, okay, boom, we put our heads together. But then I don't give you no shine. I take all the shine. I say I did it.
You get a little cut and that's it.
You get a tiny cut. That's how that shit work, my nigga.
Well, going off of that, based off of at least you've gotten in the room with these people, you've made the connections, you've gotten the knowledge of the game, and you still working, you still grinding. What's some stuff you got going on right now?
Well, I mean, right now working on, I just want to do my own shit. Like I just want to, you know, I want to just make music for myself. You know what I mean? I've been giving myself to everybody else. It's time I do me. You know what I mean? It's time I want to know what it feel like to make what the fuck I want to make, without having nobody say, "Oh, don't use this sound. No, that ain't it. No, create it like this. Do it like this." I mean, it's good to have that because it make you better. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying I don't want nobody to misconstrue what I'm saying, but I'll break it down to you like this. You know how to ride a bike? Real good.
Pretty good, yeah.
Pretty damn good. Willies and you do tricks and a little bit.
Something, yeah.
Imagine me telling you, no, don't pedal like that. You steering wrong. How long you been riding a bike?
You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel you.
But I say, no, you ain't doing it right now. Don't do it like that. Do it like this. How would you feel? It's like, nigga, I've been riding a bike. I'm already a dope ass.
You about to show me something that, and I've been doing it.
You know what I'm saying? But it could be, now that's where humility come in that way. You would have to be like, all right. It's just like barbering. If you a dope ass barber, but you never been like you never been taught, it's just a talent. But then you say, you know, I'm gonna go to barber college. Everything that they teaching you already fucking know.
Right.
You still gotta go into it like you don't know, so that you can be a sponge. Even though you know this shit, it might be something else from another perspective that you can take. I've learned to do that being with Missy. You know, so Missy gone.
You give it to you.
Boy, listen, if you can survive Missy Elliott, you're great. Cause boy, she tough. She tough. But I love her so much. Like she's a big reason, why I think differently. When I be making my stuff, and Tim is the reason why I pick the sounds that I pick, because he showed me like textures. You know what I'm saying? Like picking right snares and like just being creative with sound picking. Sound picking is creative. Most niggas would get like they'll make a beat and you'll typically find a kick in the snare.
Right.
But instead of finding a kick in the snare, he said, man, like instead of using a snare drum, use a bucket.
Yeah, I got
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of using hi-hat, use some keys. Shake the keys in the jank in like a rhythmic type of. Instead of using a kick drum, you like stump the floor.
Right.
And then sample that, and then like, you know what I'm saying? Or just use like different type of sounds. So I learned all of that from being with them cats, man. So I learned a lot, but it was rough. I still wish I'd have got a little bit of, mention, but it's like sometimes you don't get your flowers until, look at Missy. Missy's just not getting all her flowers. And she been what? An icon for how many years?
For all my life, damn near.
So, I spoke to Keon the other day. She, and it took me years to understand that. Like, yo, you can go 40 years and don't get nothing, no recognition. And when you turn 70, and I sound country's head, but I want to say 70. When you turn about 70, then Hollywood want to give you a star. When you didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Everything, time to pass by.
Right. You didn't, your career did descended. Now you a living icon, a legend. And you know what I'm saying? So sometimes, your flowers don't come early. It just come when they come. So, like, you know what I mean? I learned all that just being, Sorry, I sound boring, but no, it's some real shit.
No.
It's real, like it's real. Like you gotta like. It's just, I'm being real. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. So. Yeah.
What's one thing you want to let the people know? Anything you got to look out for, or one message to the people you want to give out there?
Like as far as like.
Anything, just anything on your mind.
And the message? Oh shoot!
I got more questions, honestly, but
okay.
That would be a sec. Can I get you back?
Of course.
Okay, so y'all gonna see him on the second interview at some point in time. But for now, you got any messages to the people? Messages to maybe artists or producers or anything like that, or anything you want to shout out from yourself? Or
I just say, if I had to think of something, I just say, man, just a song a day, take the poverty away. You know what I'm saying? Like, just make a song a day. And, I know sometimes, our lives get caught up, but if you really, like, grinding like me, I've given up sometimes. So, that's going to happen. But just find your way back to the music at some point. And when you get that zone back, just fuck around every day with music. Do something musical. Listen to some music. If you ain't making a beat, just like...
Stay inspired.
Yeah, just stay inspired. Yo, producers, like, always search for new sounds. Look, I got that from Tim. Like, this nigga will always be getting new sounds.
Go break some glass or something and record it.
Yeah, but no, he be getting these crazy sounds, bro. And I be like, dang. And now I said, cause like I used to didn't use a lot of sounds. I used to make all my own stuff. There's this website called Splice. You heard of Splice? Mm-hmm. I was my own Splice, bro. Like,
Word.
I ain't had no Splice account. I am Splice. Like, yo, I used to make my own melodies, bro.
That's the most fire quote on the podcast so far. I am Splice.
Look, I used to come up with a boom boom tap, little whatever, little cadence with some drums. It'd just be just drums, and I would sit and play keyboard melodies, little shit. Till one popped out, like, oh, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I used to do my stuff. All natural, no steroids. You know what I'm saying? But Splice is like steroids. It's just like easy. It's like you got a beat. You don't even have to think no more. It's like everything that's out, it thinks for you. You ain't got to think of that shit, bro. Back then, I had to think. So, like, I would have times where I felt like I ran out of music. So I would have what's called writer's block.
Right.
So I couldn't think of shit. So I would go like sometimes weeks without making beats because it's like, damn, and then I just sit down and I just be like, bam, 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 and then boom, that shit.
You come back.
Then I come over to rehab. So, you know what I'm saying? Yep.
Gotta stay inspired.
Stay inspired. Just always listen to new sounds, producers. Like that'd be my thing for producers. Just always constantly just find new. Even if you not making beats, pick a day where you just collect sounds.
Go through them, dig your samples. You try. Next interview. All right. See you next Tuesday, people. Hannon Lane. Appreciate you, my brother.
Yes, sir. Boom.
Peace. Ooh, that was fun.
That was dope.
I appreciate you.
Like I like natural shit. I don't like that trying to perform for the camera.